Welcome to the Cross the Line Podcast. My name is Carlos Smith, and back again with another very special guest. Music artist dropped another very special project. It's very dope. The title is called Yellow. Mr. Zabo Gotti. Zabo, what's
Yeah.
up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. It's been a long time, man. I went back and looked. The last time we actually sat down for a conversation was like 6 years ago.
Damn.
That's when you dropped the album with Flozy on it.
Big Dammy.
Big Dammy,
that was
yeah.
the first one.
Yeah.
First
I went back
solo
and
one.
looked at it. I was
Yeah.
like, man, it's been like 6 years since then.
That's
6, 7
crazy.
years. I was like, man, it's been a long time since we
Yeah.
sat down and have a conversation, man. But the thing I respect the most is like the model of consistency that you done had, man. Like, even through all this time, like you always dropping projects or some kind of record that just staying in motion.
I appreciate
Always.
it.
Yeah, man. And definitely gonna talk about this album, man, because I really enjoy. I sat back and listened to it plenty of times now, like over the weekend, over the past week when I reached out to you.
Yeah.
And man, very dope project. I
Thank you,
like it.
man.
I like it a lot, man.
Thank
But
you.
what's the reception been like from everybody, like since you dropped it?
Like, honestly, the reception been great. Like, it's just been great reviews on the music. You know,
Mhm.
it's everybody, and that's what I put the most effort into, the music. Like, I know I want my stuff to sound great, to be great, to be relatable, to be
Right.
catchy. You know what I'm saying? All that, and that's the type of feedback I've been getting. Feel like everybody enjoying the music. It got replay value, and you know everybody just expecting greater from it, not just
Yeah,
to hear it around here, to hear it bigger. You know what I'm saying?
right. It's dope, man.
Yeah.
Who do you, like when you? We know how music is like in hip hop. Is everything in R&B is like a popularity contest. People love to gravitate towards like who's popular most of the time. But when you making music,
Mm-hmm.
do you look for who do you look forward to hearing from the most? Is it like the fans or like your peers who are actually in that space and they kind of understand like what it's like to create these records?
I feel like it's a balance between both. I like to hear from somebody who never heard me before
Right.
first. I'd rather gain new fans. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the ones who've been rocking with me, but it's so good to hear somebody who never heard me and be like, "Dang boy, you fire! I can't believe you still around here." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
But it's also good to get other people's opinion from artists and stuff like that. That's all good, but you know, I ain't really thinking about them.
So talking about the project, the title of it is called Yellow. Like, what's the meaning of the title?
Yeah, okay. Yellow, just like a yellow light. You gotta slow down.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, you gotta slow down.
Yeah.
And it also, yellow also brings about the conversation of light and brilliance. So it was like I had to go through a period of slowing myself down, getting myself together to be ready for the shine that come after that.
Mm.
And that's just with life, music, decision making. Because a lot of people would say that I drop too much. Like you would say, it's consistency.
Mm-hmm.
The next person might be like, "Oh, nah, he doing too much. He need to stay on one song," or whatever the case may be. So it's all that combined into one. Just slow down. So I just named it Yellow, and that's like my theme. And trying to just keep that as something memorable to attach to my name.
I feel like nowadays with music though it's so disposable. Like people are on something for a few minutes, especially with all these projects that's dropping now. It's like hard to keep up with everything that's coming out. So it's
Yeah.
like you gotta stay in the mix,
In
like
they face.
in their face, because if not, they gonna easily like forget about you. Like how do you balance out, of that consistency of like knowing when to like put something else out or just like let the music just ride out for a little while?
I feel like it's all trial and error. Like it ain't no blueprint. Cause if it was, I would have been followed the blueprint and I already been where I'm trying
Right.
to go. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So shit, I feel like it ain't no blueprint to it. You just gotta go with your heart, go with your move, or trust somebody who got more knowledge than me. You know what I'm saying? But if not, I'm gonna go with my move at the end of the day.
You said the title kind of meant a lot of a few different things as far as like just slowing down, like
Mhm.
just life, and just putting out too much music. What was the part you felt like you were just kind of like moving like too much when you reflect on it, Because one of the records at the end, "Hello It's Me Again," to me that was kind of like a self-reflective record as well. What did you feel like you kind of like when you look back, kind of like, okay, I need to slow down at this point in my life?
Well, I think it was more about my personal life rather than the music.
Mm-hmm.
Now I would, through my journey of music, start reaching out to certain people about advice, or I ain't never been the type to feel like I know it all.
Right.
So I love to get advice or constructive criticism, and that was one of the things that some people would say. And to me, I never thought I was doing too much because I liked it. I liked everything I was doing,
Right.
and plus I'm recording myself, so I'm consistently recording. So I consistently got new material, and I feel like you got to put the new ideas out. It's just about how you do it. And maybe I dropped the ball on that a few times, maybe not spending enough time or emphasis on certain songs.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, it was all, my plan was to keep going. So regardless if I stayed on that or did something else, I'm still doing something. So I feel like that was productive at the end of the day.
Looking at the cover art, it's a picture of your face, and it's you can't see your face at all, but it's like the shade. And you got a fitted cap on backwards, and of course, like the yellow in the back. Like, what was that? Talk about that artwork, and like, how did you know, like, to go with, like, this is what I want the artwork to look like?
Well, first I gotta shout out Adam Black. We did that at his studio. He took that picture, and it really was his idea to do that. I knew I wanted my background to be yellow because I knew I was naming it yellow before we took the picture.
Mm-hmm.
But when he made that certain shot, he had something similar to this thing you got right there.
Okay.
And when he took the picture, it blinked or whatever, and it came out looking like that silhouette kind of look.
Mm-hmm.
So we ended up going with it. I can't say it was planned. It was just when I saw it, I was like, yeah, that's it right there.
Man, it feel like sometimes some things are almost like a divine timing. Sometimes you can't even describe it. Just like when you just in that moment, you take a picture or you doing certain things. It's just like something you don't even expect, and it just comes out just like that.
Yeah.
And so the process of creating was like, okay, you came up with the title. What was like that process of like putting everything together? Like,
well, it's been a long process of putting these songs together. It wasn't like I said I'm about to make my album and I made all these songs. Some of these songs are 2 years old, or the idea is 2-3 years old. Like I had the hook for Body So Crazy since 2023.
That's so hard too.
You feel me? That's one of the ones, but I knew that hook was a monster when I made it.
Yeah.
But I knew I didn't want to do the verses, but I ended up reaching out to my brother Pease and got him to do 2 verses for me. But like I say, some of these songs are older, some of them are more current, like Unbelievable, probably the most current song that I did on the tape. That record with Frank Johnson, that's at least about 2 years old. I'm ready. But after a while, I put all of them together in order and turn it into yellow.
I was gonna ask you about it. That was gonna be one of my other questions because it's like that part of that creative process. Is like when you write a record, then you come back to it. Because for me, I did the same thing with my first book. I would start writing, and then maybe like a year or two later, I come back to it and add some more. And even in the new book that I'm writing now, like I wrote one of the chapters, I started writing it maybe like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So now coming back to it again, it's like I wrote about it when it happened in that moment in time, and then now I'm looking back, reflecting on it again. It's like now I'm adding more, through it on a different lens. And that's part of like the process. Like as an artist, I guess you do the same thing. It's like you can create something 2, 3, 4 years ago, and then you just come back to it, and then you kind of like add something to it. But to me, it says like, do you think that's kind of like the beauty of like R&B is where, or just music in general, is like where you can put something out, create something few years ago, and then come back to it now, and it still sounds like it's just brand new.
That's that timeless music, though. I don't think it's a genre thing. I think it's just a style thing. If you got your own style and your own sound, you can take something from back then and still apply it to now because it's your sound, it's your thing. So that's what I always try to make, man, timeless music.
How do you remember like what you want to come back to though? Is it just something that just stuck in your head? It's like, man, I know I created something, but I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
You just automatically know, like, I just want to come back to this and add something to it.
I think sometimes it's like that. Other songs, like, it's songs that was done. Like, these songs was done back then. I just never put them out. And that's another beauty of making your own, recording yourself. When you record at the crib, you load it with music. So I still got plenty of music. And it's just there. So I might just be chilling one day and end up playing something from back then. I'm like, damn, that shit's still rocking. Mm-hmm. That's still jamming. So they need to hear it. And it's never bad. You know, it's just a shot, man. All you gotta do is put them up. You never know what they're gonna like.
Right. I saw some of those videos on social media. It was like you and other artists, some of your people, like, y'all in the studio together, like, and I guess y'all kind of like having conversations. Like, what is that like, you know, to come together with everybody? Y'all creating music or just having like conversations about like how to add different things to your catalog?
The
like
one I put out?
Yeah.
That was right before I dropped. I had a session and I told a lot of my peers, a lot of my homies, a lot of the features that's on the tape, and just people that I trust, their musical sense or their musical ear, DJs, other artists, you know, and they all came through to hear the project first, and then I wanted to get their initial reactions plus feedback plus advice on content and how to push this music, you know. It was just like a listening session before the drop, basically.
When you create these records, as far as like when you listen to them, like, how do you go about like picking your features? Like, okay, I know I want this person on the record. I'm pretty sure some of them might be like no brainers, like Peas and, you know, Deontay.
Yeah.
You know, you've been rocking with them forever. Like, but when you go about like picking your features, like, how do you go about, like, do you just listen to the beat and say, okay, this person will sound great on these records? Like, how do you pick out decide your features?
Honestly, it's usually, if I got a feature, we did it together. Most times. It's rare that I send something out or that somebody sends something to me. Now, I used to do that a lot back in the day, but now it'd be more about the vibe. Like, me and my brother Chazzy Faye, we do music all the time because he'll just pull up to the crib and record.
Right.
You know, I pull up on him, whatever the case may be. But, so we got so many songs, so that's how we end up doing Netflix and Chill during his session. Matter of fact, he had a session at Speedlight Studio Sound Standard, and I think he had like 20 minutes left. And we just pulled up that beat and did it real quick. And that's just how some stuff happened. And Frank Johnson, me and him recorded that at his crib. So most
that's
of the
song
time,
hard too. Ready? That's song hard too.
Appreciate it. And Laura Shea pulled up on me. We recorded that at my crib together. Like, most of the time it's just together. That's just how I do my features most of the time.
So in moments like that, like when it's his session, and then you go in and y'all create that. How do y'all figure out like who keeps the record, whose record is? Because even the record with P's Body So Crazy, it's like, to me it sounds like that could be P's record, because he rapping on it, and it's like you on the hook. It sounds like it's his record.
So crazy, it's supposed to be his record. Like I told you, we done had that for a minute, but P's was just sitting on it. He wasn't ready to drop. But I was like, bro, I got to drop this, bro. It's time to drop it. And he was like, all right, go ahead. So that's just
the record hard though. I was like, Peas was on there just snapping too. Yeah,
snapping that vintage Peas, man.
What is that like when you get back in the studio with Peas and Deontay? Even though they might have took a little break from music, and you know they love doing it. Like, what is it like when you finally get back in the studio just with those two?
It's a blessing, honestly, that we still can do it. You know what I'm saying? Coming from where we came from and all the memories and the journey of really trying to do it when we was kids, you know, to now we grown and got children of our own.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's different. And anytime we in the studio together, it just bring back them memories. It bring back them good times, and, you know, it's always special. We always make magic when we together.
What's that conversation like though? Like, hey, I need you to get on the record. It's like a no-brainer for them, because you know when they take a break. Sometimes when people take a break from things, it's hard for them to get back in just because of how life is. Like, when you got so much going on, sometimes when people, you know, has all the stuff going on, like you're going after your dreams and you put your dreams on hold because you got to take care of your responsibilities, and you don't come back to it. So when you finally hit them like, hey, I'm putting out a project, what is that like? That conversation like, and just asking them to like get on the record with you.
Yeah, like you say, they took. I guess you can say they took a break or whatever, but I never stopped. So I was always still recording and just waiting or ready whenever they would hit me, cause they might just hit me randomly on the day and be like, "Bro, I'm trying to record," or I might just reach out to them. Hey, bro, I got one for you now. I got one.
Yeah.
And I just send it over. And it still ain't nothing to them to do a verse. Like, they've been doing verses sparingly, through the last years, but now they ready to drop full projects themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So, everything is just in motion. Damn it, still here.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
I was gonna ask you, like, once everybody, put out their individual projects, you think we'll ever see another Damn It 864 project, or will it be pretty much kind of like?
We might. We got a smash on Deontay's new album coming out soon. We got one already, so it always can happen. Whatever gonna work.
When do you know? Like, how long would you say when you finally got back in the album mode? Like, how long did it actually take you to like say, okay, put all of it together from start to finish? How long would you say that whole process was?
I'd probably say I decided that I was gonna drop in about March, April. I was like, all right, I'm gonna drop. And I had different orders, different songs. Some of these songs wasn't gonna be on there. Hello It's Me definitely wasn't gonna be on there, but Pease texted me maybe like 2 weeks before I uploaded it, and he was like, "Bro, you gotta, is this one on there?" I was like, "Damn, I ain't even think about that one." And ended up putting that one on there. Chocolate Factory wasn't gonna be on there.
That's crazy.
It wasn't gonna be on there.
Chocolate Factory had to. That's crazy.
Bro, I was scared of that one because I was scared of myself. And that's the one I'm most proud of now, because I tried some stuff on that record that I ain't never tried before, you know what I'm saying, and put out anyway. But I ended up listening to that one on my own and was like, bro, I got to put this one on now.
When I listened to going back to Hello It's Me again, to me that sounded like something you could actually open up the album with too.
It's intro or outro.
Yeah,
the two.
That's what I really like about that. But I'll tell you my favorite records on there.
Alright.
The first one for me, it was Body So Crazy was my favorite record until I heard Something About Love. Yeah. Man, I feel like for me, man, to me that's probably my favorite record just because it's so relatable, man. And then like,
hey, man, said that in the studio.
Man,
that's exactly what he said.
I ain't gonna lie, that record had me in my feelings, man. But just because I'm out of the game now, man, I'll be chilling out now. But so me and my lady, man, we had like a little moment. We good now.
Yeah.
And but yeah, and I actually sent her the record too.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Who is that?" And I was like, "That's my dog Zabo." And I told her you was from here. She like, "For real?" She sounded like it's like somebody that's already been out forever. Yeah. I was like, "Man, that's the one right there." But Something About Love, that's my Something About Love, that's my favorite record. Then Body So Crazy and Chocolate Factory, them three right there, man. How was that though with the concept of Something About Love, and then you got the intro, the interlude before that, and then actually putting that whole record together?
Well, Something About Love, like I said, they came together. Allura Shade, she pulled up on me at the crib, and
she dope too.
She's crazy. Dope. Like she's super talented, very like a great singer, not good, like great. But we came up with it at the crib. I was just playing beats. And we came across that one, and I was like, "Dang, this one just feel different now." And when I got that first line, oh my God, are we supposed to end just like this? I already knew.
So, yeah, man.
That's setting the tone. Like we about to have to talk heavy on this. Yeah. And then got through the verse, got to the hook, and it was just like a ballad. It was like just really pouring our feelings out, and I really think she came up with the idea of Something About Love as the theme of it. And then we just built off that and made her verse, wrote her verse together. We wrote the whole song together, basically. And
because it was like a back and forth.
Like a response, yeah.
Yeah, it was like you trying to get her back, but she trying to leave and move on. Man, listen.
It felt so it's special. Painful, right when we finished that song, we was like, bro, this feels big, and it can be. We just got to take the necessary steps to take it there. Yeah, it's clean too, so it's.
You feel like y'all special. Might create a video, like a visual to any.
Yeah,
That one gotta
That's
have
the
one.
one that need one.
That's gotta have one, man.
I need a treatment. Like if you know anybody that got that type of mind, like I got the mind to make the song. I need somebody with the mind to make it, bring it to life, so we can really win.
Yeah, man.
You know,
I had to think of something, man, because when I just listened to it, I was like, the first time I listened to the whole album all the way through, I was like, Body So Crazy, all right, that's my favorite record.
Yeah.
Then you play it all the way through, and then when I heard this one, I was like, that's it right here.
And that interlude, everybody at the listening session, somebody, who was it? Maybe Trax, may have been Trax or Doc Deezy. One of them said something about how we gonna transition from Unbelievable to something about love. Cause
that song hard too.
The Unbelievable
hard too. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. But it was kind of a dilemma on how we gonna transition from Unbelievable straight to something about love. It was like how we gonna make it make sense. So Alora Shea ended up doing that interlude.
I was gonna ask you, so that's her on
that's
that.
her on that too.
On that as well. Man, that record, man. What's your favorite records on the album?
My favorite record today is Chocolate Factory.
Chocolate Factory tough. That's tough.
Late Night been my favorite for the longest. Like You and Your Friend, like I don't know, it's still hard. I feel like it's a no skipper. You really can go all the way through it.
It is.
But this is good music.
Why do you say Chocolate Factory? You kind of Chocolate Factory is kind of like the hardest record because you tried certain things. I'm like, what was it that made it just like that difficult though?
It's the high note,
yeah.
Like me even doing it, like me Zabo trying it. Like people know me for bops, and they know I can sing, but I don't be trying to overly sing. And I feel like that was just me. Like I'm popping it. Like nah, nigga, I can do that too.
Yeah.
I can do everything else, but I can do this too. I can go all the way there. And so I'm just proud of that one. It sound good, I've been getting good responses. So
what do most people you talk to? What's one they say that's like that's they
favorite? Still Her Phone. Her Phone was the single. Like I put that out first. So Her Phone still get a lot of love. You and Your Friend, the ladies love You and Your Friend. It's a bop. Late Night. Body So Crazy. Like I can't.
Body So Crazy.
A lot of the fellas rock with their Body So Crazy. But
it give me like these summer vibes or almost like a, not exactly like it, but like a where the party at, Jagged Edge type like party vibe or something like that.
As soon as it come on, it's up on you.
That's what I like about it, man.
So yeah.
I had a question about Her Phone. You just kind of picking out some of the lines. You said no reason to have your phone on D&D, and then also alluding to like show her messages in the group chat. Yeah. So for you, I'm gonna ask you, what's a red flag for Gotti in these situations like this?
Being in that, like if we together, if we on a date, if we had like, I can't say if we at the crib, but if you my girl, then it's different. But like if we vibing, we just on some vibe type junk, and you just in your phone too heavy, it's like you doing a lot.
Especially if it's early in the early stage, you doing a little bit too much. Yeah,
you don't need to be all in your phone too much, not overly. Like show me the respect and attention so I can know I'm here. If not, I'm gonna feel like something else, and that's all right if it's something else, but just let it be known.
Yeah, just be straight up.
Yeah,
I don't think I want to see what's in a female's group chat.
I ain't
though.
Looking in there, man.
I'd be terrified.
It was just putting clever and relatable lines together in sequence to make it make sense. I ain't looking at nobody's phone.
Nah, I don't think. Yeah, I can't do it, man. Then you gonna find something that you really don't want to see.
You gonna find what you looking for.
Yeah, and then it's really gonna be a problem. It's over with.
Hurt. I ain't ready.
Nah, I can't go that far.
Chicken tender.
Hey, fellas, might act like they don't be hurt, man. You go in there and see something you don't want to see, man. Or you probably ain't gonna even look at it the same, man.
I don't want to know.
Nope, not at all. Hello, it's me again. You like I said earlier, you were very reflective on you speaking about your family and having tunnel vision. Mm-hmm. And also saying it's times I feel like it's just me. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
Like when you reflect on those records, like was it kind of like hard to like when you look at yourself and say, man, I really went through all this type of stuff?
Yeah, like I feel like when I do songs like that, that's my chance to get it off. You know, because a lot of times, as black men, we hold it in because we gotta be strong. It's hard to be vulnerable, but with the music, I can always express it. Whatever I'm talking about, whether it's relationships, whether it's just real life, family problems, the kids, financial problems, whatever the case may be, it's easier for me to say it in a song because it just feel better than just maybe me just saying it to my friend or saying it to my mama or something, you know. And that's just a way to release. So
yeah, man, I agree. Well, for you, it's like music. I write. I like to create stuff. So in my mind, it's like when I put out my first book and the book I'm writing on now, it's like looking at myself, like holding myself accountable for a lot of the stuff that I did wrong.
Facts.
Like breaking hearts and doing all this crazy stuff, and then you sacrificing time with your own kids just to go after your dreams.
Yep.
And it's like, man, you realize like you went through so much, but then you also put other people through all this stuff too. So it's like, man, sometimes when you got to look at yourself and hold yourself accountable, it hurt.
It do, man, because it's like, damn, because you don't want to see yourself as messed up or wrong. But it's like sometimes you got to take that accountability and just take it on the chin and be better.
Because it's easy to point the finger at somebody else and be like, this the reason why something else happened. But it's like, nah, at the end of the day, I'm in these situations because of the decisions that I made.
Yeah, I could have went the other way.
Yeah, and it's like, man, that's one of the hardest parts about anything. It's like people are so quick nowadays to like blame somebody else or where they aren't, where they want to be or anything like that, or somebody's holding them back. But it's like, nah, man, like you are because of the decisions you made, and man, and we like just like hearing that record, that's like, man, like you holding yourself accountable.
Yeah.
And that's why I relate to that record as well. Cause like, man, like the decisions I made, which I'm thankful for where I am now. But it's like, dang, I really like been through some stuff. Yeah.
On my own account.
Yeah, you gotta hold yourself accountable.
That's real.
For you, just being you were in a group, but now just doing things as a solo artist. Like, what would you say is the hardest part of being a solo artist?
You solo, like. As cliche as that sound, you leaning on yourself. You lean on your own ideas, your own decisions, all of that. Like, it could be a gift and a curse. Because it could be hard to work together as a team. Me, I feel like I thrived in the team. I never didn't want to be a group. You know what I'm saying? Life just happened for all of us. But you know, like, I enjoy being solo as well because I get to lean on myself. I get to blame myself if I fall, or I get to go with my own move, whether it's good or bad. I can't blame nobody but myself.
Right. Yeah.
And I get all the glory when you know what I'm saying. It do good when I get a smash, when I get a ooh, and everybody like, oh,
it was hard
Zabo
too.
next. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. And so it's the good and the bad that come with everything. Pretty much.
Yeah, the hardest part that I could see like being a group, like you said, just like life happens and then everybody else got so much stuff going on that it's hard to get everybody aligned and on the same schedule. Even with what I'm doing now, it's like we were gonna do like a group podcast. It wasn't even gonna be about like entrepreneurship. It was more so like sports, but how everything happened, man, after we graduated from upstate, it was just like, man, everybody had to go separate ways. It was like either I'm gonna do it by myself or just let it go.
Yeah.
So man, but it's being like on your own. Sometimes that journey is lonely though.
It is.
Cause it's like, damn, man, like you want to have somebody you can talk to, but sometimes it's like you really leaning on yourself and just having that faith in yourself and trusting in God to lead you the right way, man. But sometimes that journey is super lonely, like when you solo, man. But you know the people that's around you, like they support you, they always gonna be behind, they love you, whatever. But sometimes it just you still gotta continue to push yourself, like and keep on going.
Yeah, your dream is yours at the end of the day.
Do you ever have moments for yourself where you might have like like doubt yourself sometimes, or maybe not even like that you gonna quit, but like, man, like I don't know, like how much longer I can just continue to like push myself. Have you ever had moments like that?
Honestly, I done had them recently. Like it's always, I can't say it's always a thought, but it's like it can creep into your mind when you have this vision of where you belong or where you gonna end up. When you looking at the finished result rather than just embracing the journey and just walking in your purpose and getting better and just growing each day. Cause sometimes I will say that I have struggled with that. Like, damn, I'm supposed to be here. I want to be there so bad that I'm not appreciating that Carlos just hit me and said he rocked with the tape. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that should be enough. Cause some people won't even get that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm still learning every day to just be appreciative of every win that I get, big or small, and not take nothing for granted, cause it ain't promised.
Yeah, man, I asked that question because I relate to it, because sometimes I go through the same thing where like I question myself, like, damn, man, like how much longer am I gonna continue to like make the people around me have to take these sacrifices for me to go after my dreams? And then it's like you see your family and friends, like your friends that you grew up with, a lot of them, they get married, they got kids, and have a stable household, and doing all of that stuff. So sometimes you like, damn, man, like this is what life's supposed to be like. But then it's like you happy for them, but at the same time it's like, man, you want something different for yourself. Not saying that you don't want that in the long term, but it's like, man, I just got these big goals and this vision of where I'm trying to go and take things, so I can be able to take care of the people around me. But then it's like when you see that type of lifestyle that they have, it's like, damn, am I supposed to be doing what they doing too?
That's the thing about this social media though. We really ain't supposed to be seeing all that.
Nah.
All we supposed to know is what we know. But we seeing different people lives and dreams and accomplishments and stuff on the daily, so it can cause you to look at yourself and be like, damn, I ain't doing enough. Yeah. Everybody got their own journey, their own timeline for when it's gonna pop or when it's gonna happen, in whatever field it may be. So I'm just trying to stay steady.
Yeah, man. People hit me all the time, like, and like you said, like, you gotta appreciate those moments, because there's people that I don't even know, or that I know that I haven't seen in years or months. Like when they finally approach me, like, hey man, I love what you're doing with the podcast and covering sports. Like, keep doing your thing. It's like, I was like, I don't even know this person was watching me. Yeah. Like, cause sometimes they don't even like a post, but then when they see you in person, like, yo,
they know everything.
They know everything. Like, man, I see what you're doing. Keep doing your thing. So I'm like, man, I appreciate it, but it's like they still don't understand like the behind the scenes work. They go into all this stuff. They don't see the rejection. They don't see the sacrifices, the money that you got to put up to make all of this stuff happen and move around. They just see like that final product, man. But then it's like you say, appreciating where you are in that journey, and then when you have somebody come up to you and say they like something, it's like, okay, I am, moving in my purpose, and I appreciate it.
Because it make you feel good when you get acknowledgement.
It do, man. And people be lying if they say it don't make them feel good, but it's like you really do appreciate. I know I appreciate it for sure. And one of my mentors, Marcus Burnett, he owns SUV TV, a media company, and down in Atlanta, covers sports and football, everything. And I remember one of the gems he dropped was like talking about support. He's like, appreciate support, but don't expect it, because people want to applaud you, but they can't, because if they applaud you, then they got to look at themselves and like, why am I not where I want to be? Yeah. But this person doing something, they can do it. Well, I know I can do it too, but why am I not where I want to be? Yeah. So a lot of the times, they want to support you and cheer you on, but they can't, because then they got to look at themselves. Look at themselves and hold themselves accountable, like going back to accountability. So, man, it's a lot of layers to it, man. But like I said, I still have those moments, man. And even recently, back in July, my dad, my uncle, and his cousin were in a bad car accident, and my uncle passed away. I had saw him maybe like 2 days before the accident, and when all this stuff happened, man, it's just like, damn, man, like maybe I need to like put this on hold, and just it make you appreciate your family even more. Facts. And I remember seeing my uncle just a couple days before that, and he's like, love you. I said, love you too. and they came pick my dad up like they normally do, go for their ride, and just like that, gone. So I appreciate it, man. But yeah, my dad, he back at home now, on the road to recovery. He had a broken back, broke his back. Amazon truck pulled out in front of him and caused the accident, just like that. Yep, it was. Saw him on the 4th of July, and then 3 days later, that's when everything happened. So stuff like that is like, man, it's like you question, like, man, am I really doing the right thing? Is prioritizing like my dreams, and sometimes like it make you feel guilty sometimes, like prioritizing your dreams. Not saying that you don't care about your family, but you want to put yourself in a position where you can do more for them.
It's that sacrifice.
Sacrifice, yeah. But then at the same time, it's like, man, if I don't keep going, then I'm letting them down.
Right.
And like just showing them like, okay, I'm settling for something. But it's like, man. So it's definitely like a mental battle that you go through on a daily basis, even for myself. So it took a lot of. This is actually my first interview since the accident.
Damn.
This the first interview since the accident, man. But I had to push myself mentally, say, okay, man, it's time to get back to it.
Yeah.
And then, like I was telling you, like I'm getting ready to head to Vegas to work with the Aces women's basketball team. It was just like, for a while, I was like, man, I don't even know if I really want to even go out there again.
Yeah.
But it's like me just pulling myself back up, like, man, you gonna settle or you gonna do this for your family?
Yeah.
So it's like, man, just getting back into it, man. So like I said, I like the record. I appreciate you taking the time to sit down and chop it up, man. Because I needed this for myself too, man. Just like
likewise, man.
Mentally, man. Just like to know people like have the same mindset or they think the same, like they going through the same stuff that you're going through. Because like you said, when you look at social media, it's just like everybody winning.
I don't post the bad shit either, so I can't expect nobody else to, So it's.
I have from time to time, and matter of fact, I think I'm gonna do something else like this. Probably sometime this week, because I might cover different teams and shoot interviews and stuff, but I get a lot more no's than I do yes. So it's I got plenty of emails where people tell me no, I don't fit, or the brand is not big enough to cover different stuff, man. I got so much stuff like that in there, but you just gotta shrug it off and keep on going, man. But people don't post that type of stuff. It's just somebody like on a yacht or they doing all this and that, but like. To me, that's what I respect the most, is somebody who able to show like, man, I went through this, I got knocked down, but I kept on going.
Look how I made it.
Yep. That's the type of stuff that I look forward to. How often are you moving around as far as like I know y'all mentioned something earlier about going to performers, like how often are you like moving around and like doing shows and stuff?
I'm moving around as much as I can. I put it like that. We try to go different places, different showcases, trying to play the social media game too at the same time. Yeah. I do feel like I get more love in person. I'm not really a gimmicky type of person, and sometimes I feel like you gotta be like that on social media. But I'm just more direct. It's just me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I've been doing my own shows around the city. I rent out a spot and promote myself, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's been getting good love, good feedback. I'm probably gonna have another one within a month or so. I'm just trying to keep building my core, and when it's time to go big, I'll be ready.
And still, if you can, don't be afraid to put yourself in different areas too. Like move outside of South Carolina. I'm not saying you're gonna forget about home, man, but just to put your face in these different places. Like I can tell you, just like talking to different entrepreneurs and just stuff I've done, like just putting yourself in these different places, just like to just meet and greet, even if it's just exchange information, just chop it up with somebody, just to put your face in that, in your name in that place, man.
Yeah, man,
it can take you a long way, but definitely like the consistency is still gonna get you there as well.
Yeah.
I got a question about a record that wasn't even on this album, but it's one of my favorite records that you made, man. It's the Lori Harvey record. That record, man. I remember.
Shout out Lori.
Cause it seemed like you dropped it so quick. Cause I remember, for me, it was like she was dating Michael B. Jordan, and then they broke up. Like she broke up with him. Something about he wanted to propose to her allegedly, and she didn't want to get engaged or whatever, and they broke up. Next thing I know, you dropped the Lori Harvey record. Just almost like a day or two later, he was like, own it.
On it.
I was like, man, that was one of my favorite records that you created. And then like the way you kind of like rolled it out, you had me thinking that you actually got engaged too.
Yeah, like that was the quickness of which I dropped it. Everything about that, like I can say that was a great plan, a great executed plan. You know what I'm saying? I dropped it real quick because, like I say, I record myself. And that's the beauty of recording yourself. You don't gotta wait on nobody. As soon as you get the idea, you could just do it. You could just do it. So I just did it. Same story that you said, that's what I heard. Lori Harvey dating Michael B. Jordan is all over the internet on every site. So I'm like, bro, I'm about to make a song about, like, I heard he wanted to propose to her, she didn't want to get married or whatever. So that's what the song is about. If you really listen to all the lyrics, I just put what I thought happened or applied it to myself, stuff that I done been through, threw a little bit of that in there, made it make sense. Then when I did the video, I made it like I proposed to the girl and she rejected me. You know? So it turned out good. Shout out Adam Black. Shout out Jazz. You know, all that.
It made me think about Michael B. Jordan. After that, whatever team that was, he went to that basketball game. They did him dirty too.
He was beefing.
Man, he looked like he was. He looked like he was hurt though, man.
Yeah.
I was like, dang. But speaking about that though, I remember you posted something because I remember I put a heart beside because I thought you had got engaged.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that's what's up. And then you had some pushback or something. You was like, because I guess you had a situation going on where somebody thought you was engaged and you was like, almost got jammed up or something around.
Well, like I think Adam Black really gave me that idea. I think he did, but I think we had a conversation like, act like y'all in a relationship, act like y'all together. But I took it a little bit further when I made the post. We took all them pictures the same day we did the video. We took all them pictures, like wedding pictures, kind of. Like, and then I put the Bible verse, he who finds the wife finds a good thing. I said, yeah, that's gonna get him. And when I posted that, when I tell you the first 10, 20 minutes, that bit had about 400 likes, 200.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody,
it was going. My DMs was blowing up. Like it was crazy. It was perfectly executed. Everybody thought we was together. Only thing I would have did different, instead of one of the pictures, I would have put the video. I don't even know if we could do that on Facebook then. Put the video in with the pictures so they could
the views and
see
stuff.
It immediately.
Yeah.
Like I dropped the video the next day. It still did well, but it didn't do better than the pictures. You know
I feel like that's one of the things of social media too. Is like the first time you put something out, you gotta make
it. Gotta be the one.
You gotta be it.
Ain't no more teaser.
Yeah.
Ain't no reason to post a teaser.
Because the second time it's like it don't have that same effect. Yeah.
They thought they already seen it. They ain't know this one was longer than that one. You know.
Yep.
You gotta drop the first thing they see need to be the one.
Yeah, man. But the record tough though. That's one of my favorite records you put out though. And I was like, man, the way you rolled it out, like it was. Yeah. That was tough.
That was one, and that was during COVID, so everybody was at the crib.
Yep. Perfect time for somebody.
It had to be tapped in.
How do you feel about like overall like the state of like R&B like right now? Like how you feel about it in general?
I feel like it's in a great place right now. A lot of the women going crazy. Like Kehlani got that record that folded. Coco Jones going crazy. It's just a lot of artists, especially the women right now. They killing.
Mm-hmm.
SZA and all them, but
SZA,
the men going crazy too. Leon got that Mud, Breezy still too. Him.
Yeah, he.
You know, so it's in a real good place, and I feel like it's still room though. At the same time, it's room for another one at least, you know, or another few. So I'm just waiting for that door to open. I'm ready.
Yeah, I like it. Hip R&B is definitely in a dope space right now, man. Mm-hmm. Speaking about all these people that are in the spotlight, do you feel like where you are right now, you feel like you would be able to handle like that spotlight, like the money and the access to that fame that this type of stuff brings you, like being in that spotlight as an artist?
Yeah, now I'm ready. when I thought I was ready, I thought I was ready forever ago. But I mentally, I wasn't ready. Like I still had been making a lot of dumb mistakes, just dumb little childish childish type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But now I feel like I'm way more mature. I'm more focused. I got a lot to lose, so much to gain. But I got
Mm-hmm.
people who really depending on me. I got kids. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Family, and it's important to me to provide. It's important to me to be who they think I am already. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I gotta discipline myself more to just stay focused and stay focused on what's important, because it's easy to lose track and just go with the flesh, or you know what I'm saying, just do what I've been doing already. I already done did a lot of stuff to where it's like I'm past that point in my life to now it's like, all right, bro, who you gonna be remembered as? Cause you ain't gonna be remembered for all that. Like that's
Right.
you know. So it's like that's where I'm headed right now. That's where I'm focused at.
Because that success and that notoriety, that stuff it's a drug, man. And you can see how, I think the beauty of like where we are sitting there right now is like we can see the mistakes that like these celebrities or public figures make,
Mm-hmm.
and not nitpicking them or like bashing, but like if you see like what happened to Shannon Sharp or Diddy or these people when they get the celebrity, the fame, the money that comes with it, and you just get it, everything is at your access, man.
Mm-hmm.
From where we're sitting at, we don't wish that on them, but we can see like, okay, these are the mistakes they made. We know not to go this way, not to go this way, and that stuff is, man, that temptation is a drug, man. And it's a lot of stuff that can be your downfall. So it's like, are you sure you really like ready for that? So even for me, like the stuff that I've done, no, I'm not an artist or a celebrity or anybody like that. But it's like when you have access to certain stuff and people know it, man, and you on the road, temptation is
it's out there.
It's a hell of a drug, man.
It's out there.
It's a hell of a drug.
It's easy to say what you gonna do before you in the position. So I will say that.
Yeah.
You know, but I think I'm ready.
Yeah. Cause it's easy. Listen, it's easy to fold.
It is, man. Cause
I'll be lying to saying if I didn't fold in the past. Cause it's like, man, when you the stuff that you see on the you know about just being it's
real.
It's different.
It's real,
so like
man.
when you, but then you, like we said, like just seeing the mistakes that other people made and just realizing like what's at stake for you is like, is it really worth, like losing what you already have and stuff like that, man. But it's definitely like the stuff that's gonna come with it, cause you on your way.
Yeah.
So now like when you get there, it's like, okay,
you gotta be ready for it.
You gotta be ready for it, man, cause there's gonna be a lot of stuff that come your way with that attention, the money, and the access to stuff that the average person won't be able to get to. That's at your fingertips, and it's a different animal, man.
Yeah,
All right, a couple more questions. How do you feel like you've grown as an artist, and then overall like as a man in general?
I start with me personally. I know I've grown so much as a man, like in life and being responsible in my faith, as a father, as a person in general, like being good to people. Period. You know what I'm saying? Not being good with expectation that they gonna be good back. Just being good initially for me. And I feel like that's respected, and it's done me well. And it make me feel good to be good to other people. Now, as far as music, I feel like Yellow is the best cohesive project I've ever done. The best body of music I ever done. And like I'm super proud of myself for this album. Like I know I went crazy on this one. It really ain't nothing nobody can tell me about this album. And I'm real proud of myself. I'm proud of who I'm becoming as an artist, being able to be vulnerable, being able to try new things, and being confident in it. Not sulking, not guessing, just being sure about it. And rolling with the punches that come with it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let me ask you about this. As far as an artist, what do you feel like radio plays in the artist's career now? As far as like, cause so many different outlets. You got podcasts, you got radio now. Like, what do you feel like radio fits like as an artist? Does it still? Of course, I think it'll benefit the artist if you to get those spins. But does it really make that much of an impact nowadays when you have so many outlets now, and then you have podcasts becoming as big as they are?
Yeah, I feel like radio is still very important because I feel like financially radio is probably more lucrative because streams you probably get a certain percentage, but I feel like for a radio play you gonna get more. Just overall, I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like that is, and then play it consecutively, consistently, over and over, and that's still my goal. That's why I make the type of music I make. That's why I make the hooks I make. It's like I want to be on the radio. I want to get up one morning and hear Gotti on the radio. I go crazy, like on the real radio station. Like I always wanted that, and that's what I'm striving for, man.
I definitely feel like it's still a place, but it's just like I don't know if like radio is like the top priority now anymore, just because of like.
I feel like you ain't going number one without the radio.
Think so?
You ain't. If it's number one, it's on the radio. Mm-hmm. It might be on TikTok and everywhere too, but But
that's another thing. Like TikTok can blow these records up like way beyond what.
But I feel like a song that might go crazy on TikTok, but it's not on the radio, is the one hit wonders or the 1 month or 2 month hits. By the time it gets to the radio, it's probably already been out 3-4 months, or it's already been buzzing. So when it hit that radio, unless you a top tier artist like Chris Brown, as soon as he drop, it's going to radio. Drake is
you already know they
for the artists who not big already. When they get a song that's bigger than them, by the time it get to the radio, shit, you out of here. You out of here. And I feel like that's the ticket right there. You get to the radio, you get nationally heard, whether they know who you are, what you look like or not. They know your song.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what's the one thing that you think you don't like about like just the music industry overall?
One thing I don't like, I can't say about stuff that I don't know. I hear a lot of the weird stuff that they say going on in the music industry. But one thing I don't like that I feel like I done been through already is what can I say?
Or how do you feel about the music industry like in this area, like in the upstate? Because from what I see, it look like y'all get along pretty good. Like when you're in y'all studio sessions, maybe it's more than just y'all artists around here, but the ones that you with, and I see y'all together, it's like y'all always show love, and then y'all did the reunion with the Dammy Lady video. Yeah. So it look like around here, like y'all vibe with each other.
I feel like in a way you can say that everybody got their own cliques or their own circles. I've been fortunate to work with many different people over my journey in music. Like you say, being with Pressure ENT, being solo, being with a group, Dammy 864. So it is some type of collectiveness, but it's like it ain't around here. We don't have that one person where it's like, okay, if we get to him, he can take us there, or she can take us there. So it ain't like one person we can look to as the one or the ticket or the middleman to success. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. I feel like that's one thing that we lack around here. That person, that target person to get my stuff to him, or this person, then we might can make some noise for real. Cause us working together, we done did that, we done not did it. So it's like I feel like it's cool, but it's not really making the difference.
Right.
It's cool, like we can do 1 million songs with people around here, but without no legs, without somebody to take it somewhere else, it's only gonna get as far as our arms reach.
So I feel like everybody like up here and like expand and go to people like Columbia or even the lower state. Just everybody like pushing each other. Like right now, it looks like Trap Dicky is like that guy. Like he the one. Like
he the one. I feel like you get the Trap Dicky, you gonna get some noise.
He the one that's kind of almost like that face of South Carolina. Right now. Yeah. Like we'd have had artists come through here, but like he feel like he's the guy. Like he the one.
Yeah, he's stamping it.
So, yeah, he the one that's like really just taking up with he had the BET Awards and doing everything. So it's like he's that guy. Like man, that's really like pushing South Carolina to another level. For my last final question, like what's next for Gotti though? Like what's next? You got the project out. I know of course you still gonna continue doing music, but like what's next? Or what's some things you have on that vision board?
I got big plans for Yellow in general when it comes to merch, when it comes to everything Yellow. We gonna blow it up bigger than just an album in July. Zabo dropped the album in July, Yellow. It's gonna be bigger than that. We gonna ride this out. The music too good to stop pushing it in 2-3 months. You know, we gonna ride this wave as long as we can. We gonna keep pushing Yellow. We gonna keep putting it in their face. We gonna make it a household name. Yellow and Zabo Gotti is one. You know, we gonna keep doing visuals, content. You know, and just really pushing it, getting my face out there more. Like you say, networking, touching hands, kissing babies. You know what I'm saying? All the good things that we got to do to really get to where we trying to go, and more action, less talking, man. You know, just really trying to take it there.
You think when we talk about music videos, you think visuals still had that same impact that it did? Because like, you know, when we was growing up, it was just, we really didn't have social media like that, so we tuning in to BET and watching Rap City and 106 & Park and that type of stuff. So we watching music videos then, just tuning in. Do you think like visuals still had that kind of same like impact that they once did?
I don't think it have the same impact, but it can be impactful. Like certain, like NBA YoungBoy might put up a video and he'll still hit 1 million.
He's just gonna go crazy, yeah.
So for some people, Rod Wave the same way. It's just for some people, once you get that core fan base who like to see that from you,
they gonna rock with you regardless.
They gonna rock with you.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it's all about. Feeding the people who rock with you, finding your people first, and then feeding them what they like to eat.
Yeah. And once they one thing about it, once they rock with you, that's
gotta keep them.
Yep.
Don't mess it up.
I tell you one other thing real quick though. Talking about, you know, collaborating and working with other artists. I'm good friends with Shannon McCollum, and his man, I've had him on the podcast several times and went down and interviewed him. That's Lil Yachty's pop, and I actually went to his art exhibit last year, and he said one thing about the artists in Atlanta is like they all work together. Like no matter who doing what, it's like you might not even be rapping at the time, but just because you're around those other artists. Like, I remember he was talking about the time when he shot Future, when Future wasn't even rapping. They called him Meathead back then.
Yeah.
And he was, Rico Wade was his cousin or his uncle. And he used to always be around the Dungeon family. Like, Future wasn't even rapping at the time. I remember he had a photo of Future bandana on his head holding a gun in one of the photos before he started rapping. But he's like, one thing about it, like those artists in Atlanta, no matter what they had going on, they always was like in the studio working with each other and collaborating and just networking. And then when somebody got on, they put each other on.
Domino effect.
Yeah, like a domino effect. So it's like you say, it still come back around to artists around in our area, you know, working with each other. Of course, you know, like we say, Trap Dicky is that guy. Not saying he owe anybody anything. Very dope. He's still, you know, trying to get himself established as well. But he's like, whoever that guy is in the area, man, like you still want to, you know, show love and artists got, you know, in this area still collaborate and still work with each other regardless, because like I said, that's kind of like a blueprint of something that they're doing down their way. You know, they always get in the studio, just no matter what, and just always working.
And work.
Yeah.
And that's something I hope, that's something I plan to be when it's my time, you know. I feel like I'm the perfect person to bring it back and be collaborative and be instrumental in everybody else's success.
Yeah, right. Know? But don't ever feel like because I made it, like you owe somebody something. Like
it ain't that because ain't nobody really gave me a lot. You know,
right.
There's certain people, but the people who do rock with me, who are there for me, who do support me, they still here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These the people who I collaborate and work with on the regular now. So just as far as everybody else who I don't know yet or who I have seen out here grinding, like if I had the opportunity, I would reach back. You know?
Yeah, for sure. But then once you get there, you can tell somebody, okay, this is what I did. Is because I had this conversation. I can't remember who I was talking to. It's like it's easy to tell somebody like, hey man, just have faith and keep on going and don't give up. That's like the generic thing to say, but like when you make it, like then you can look back and say, okay, this is what I did to get to where I am. That's the type of stuff that I look for. Like, man, okay,
blueprint.
Like a real exactly.
Yeah.
Like it might not work to the T as like how it did for me, but like okay, you can do this, and this, like to navigate and get to where you're trying to go instead of just saying work hard and just believe in yourself. Yeah. Of course, we know you gotta have faith. You gotta put in the work. Yeah. Believe in, trust, and believe in God. We know all of that, but like, what are some other tangible things that we can apply like right now that's gonna help us get to like what we trying to go?
Facts.
Yep. But Gotti, I appreciate your time, man. I enjoyed the conversation, man, because you helped me reflect on some stuff I was going through. And I like being able to talk to somebody that kind of relate and have like that mindset of thinking like, going after your dreams and still like, dang, this person been thinking like how I am too. It's like, man, like how much longer do you keep pushing yourself, man? But then people are always looking up to you and they want to support you. And like I said, and so just to hear somebody like that, man, I appreciate it, man. It's much needed for me just to have that, man. Have this conversation. Before we get out of here though, man, can you tell everybody how to find you?
Okay, y'all can find me on social media at Zabo Gotti. That's at ZABOGOTTI. That's on Instagram, Threads, Twitter. Check your boy out. All platforms, my music, Zabo Gotti. Yellow out now. Please go get that. Play it for your girl. Play it with your girlfriends. Vibe with me. Big Damien, I'm here. It's Gotti.
Absolutely. Go check out the album, Zabo Gotti album, Yellow. Very dope album, man. I enjoyed it front to back. You gonna definitely enjoy it, man. So hopefully everybody enjoyed this episode of the Cross the Line podcast. Till next time, keep chasing your dreams. Thank you for listening.
Bless.